This is Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, commencing the Wales Ragchew Net. So, I need to pull that one out because that's my audio going into the PC there, and putting it out to the live stream, and then I've got another one to contend with, which is actually the live stream, 6 seconds later. So, of course, yep, I've got rid of that one now as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start like normal, and I'm going to call for 5 check-ins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for your call sign, name and location. So if you'd like to be number 2 as I'm number 1 as net control, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon, Tennessee, United States of America, checking into the net.
Yep, got you there, Michael. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. I actually typed you in twice as I realised that the keyboard was in lowercase, and I like it in caps locks to go out onto the net. So, all good. So if you'd like to be number 3, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. And I've already got M7EMH as listen, so I'll put that in, M7EMH is listening. So if you'd like to be number 4 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Rolling Cambridge.
G0EZ, Rolling Cambridge. I thought that you came through the network earlier this morning. So, of course, yeah, you came through the network earlier this morning, so I thought you would key up. We have had apologies for Steve, GW5VOG, because I actually looked on my pad last week and I didn't actually fill in my pad, but it says 2nd of August, no GW5VOG. So, of course, he gave us apologies last week. So, if you'd like to be number 5 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So, we go to the top of the list. We go to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. He did send in his foodborne, a salad. I got it in my inbox earlier today. So, of course, but we go round. I've probably spoiled that now, haven't I, Michael? But no one else had heard. So we go round to you then, Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Chris, it's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, in Lebanon, Tennessee, where it's a kind of a cool day. We've had a lot of hot temperatures, but today it's breaking out at about 29 degrees Celsius, and we're going to have a little bit of clouds. So it's been a break in the temperatures. We've been having heat indexes in the 100s on the Fahrenheit scale, and I want to wish Rod, I hope he had a happy birthday this week. Rod had a birthday here a day or 2 ago. And I hope you had a great birthday, Rod. I can't believe how good you look for a 25-year-old man. And I'm looking forward to a good net. I hope everybody's had a good week. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. No problems on the salad. It didn't really look like a salad, probably from the picture, but there is a salad underneath all that stuff. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, not a problem there, Michael. And of course, yeah, everything seems to be working. Anyone watching on the live stream, if you drop your call sign, I can get it into the log. If you're not licensed, just drop your name, I can get that into the log. So, name and location. So I can get that into the log as well, because you were here, part of it, you were listening. So, of course, that's that bit. The audio is going out straight via Big Bertha, as I call it. But of course, yeah, it's the MD9600. So the audio goes out of there, it goes into the PC. So it's all good. Of course, if I flick this little bit, I'll hear my own audio coming back, and and it's not coming back, so I can use the radio in the week if I happen to be in the shack. But of course, I can switch the audio off as I'm not using it at the moment, so it's all good there. So the next in the log is just listening, so we will go round to G0 EUZ, and of course, yeah, looking good for a 25-year-old, as Michael said. I think there was a bit of a joke in there. I thought it was 21 again. So round to Rod G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ, back to the group. Yeah, thanks very much, sir. I did. I had a very quiet birthday because we'd had a very busy week the week before with family visiting. So on my actual birthday, I had egg and beans on toast. I was sick of eating good food, you know. We've had all sorts. Kentucky Fried, curries from the curry palace down the road, and oh my goodness, a few homemade. So yeah, it's been very nice, and it was nice to see my brother again, because he's not very well, you know, with Parkinson's and start of dementia. You just never know when it's going to be the last time you see him, you know. So it's lovely to see him and the rest of the family. So we had a good week. Yeah, my car has gone in for a new clutch. So I don't know when I'll get that back, but I've really missed it. It's amazing, really, how you really miss it, you know, when it's not there. I mean, it's been there for the last 17 years, that same car. But I have been saying for the last 5 years it needs a new clutch, so eventually I took it in. A few years ago I'd have gone underneath and done it myself, but definitely not this time. And as to looking age, I said to my consultant this week, I'm finally 75, I'm officially an old fart. But she didn't agree with me. Back to you, Chris, M7CCS G0, EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yeah, all good there, and of course, yeah, I suppose when you've got family up beforehand, you get a lot of good food beforehand, so yeah, it comes to the birthday and you're like, oh, but yeah, well, we actually, well, we went out, got a bit of food porn, really. We went out to Tobury Carvery this week, so of course, we went there, had a little bit of a windfall. That's the only way to put it. We were boring everyone, but of course, yeah, we went out to Tobury Carvery, had a little bit of a meal, me, Harry, and Josh and Donna. So that was nice to all be together. Of course, yeah, I've got a bit of a pun. I'm going to save it, but you know, it was for Steve, but of course he's not here this week. But I will get it in at some point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if anyone else is on the side that's just joined or whatever on the side, and noticed via the live stream, oh, we're live and etc., etc., and coming in via the radio. So I will be calling for because Donna is already in it listening via YouTube. So of course, yeah, it'd be number 6. I'm noticing slight drops, but I don't think there's too many drops in the audio there via PG. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if anybody else would like to check in to the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. And of course, if you're on YouTube, yeah, you're able to actually put your name in and your location, and of course I can and get you listening there as well. And so normally in the extra info, I'm just filling one in at the moment. So if you'd like to check in, you can put it in the comments on YouTube, and I will pick it up eventually. And of course, you can check in via the radio. Of course, if you are watching via YouTube, it's 6 seconds behind on the audio. So you might want to be listening on the radio. So go ahead with your call sign, name and location if you'd like to be number 6 into the Wales Ragchew Net.
Golf Whiskey 0 November Echo November, Greg in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, thanks there, Greg. I've got you in the log, not a problem there. So, if you'd like to be number 7 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard, so we will go back. Oh, hang on, I'm doubling with MW3, WMP.
Mandarin address, over.
Okay there, Will. I was a little bit too quick on the key. Twice, doubled with you twice, but of course I saw your call sign coming in through PG. So I've got you in there. MW3 WMP, Will, in Penway Day Drive. There we go. Way to trip me up very early in the net. So if you'd like to be number 8 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So we'll go to the 2 check-ins that we've already had there. So we're going to go to number 6, GW0NEN, Greg. Interesting to know how you're coming in, because I can update the log with that. If it might be via IPG Direct. Oh, and no, that's Quill. So Quill is IPG Direct. So I've just confirmed that one. So yeah, just go with how you're coming in as well, and have your over there. GW0NEN, welcome to the net.
Yeah, from GW0NEN. Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back again and actually make it into the net this time. I seem to have had all sorts of problems actually getting in over the last few weeks, but this time I'm coming in. Well, I think I'm coming in via it's DMR via XLX042B, which I presume it works a bit works the same as a DStar reflector, but certainly that's how I'm getting in. And it's a lovely evening here in Abu Dhabi. The sunlight coming through the track window is blinding. Although it's beginning to get a bit chillier. A moment ago I had to have all the windows open because it was so hot. But then it very rapidly seems to have cooled down. But maybe it's just me, because my bad news of the week is that, having avoided it for, well, what is it now? It's 3-4 years. I finally got the dreaded COVID. So if I start coughing and spluttering, that's the reason. Anyway, that's me. So back to you, Chris. And M7CCS from GW0NEN.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, sorry to hear you've got the dreaded COVID. And of course, yeah, for the first time, it's probably the worst. It's got to be. But of course, any time as well. So, yeah, sympathies there. But yeah, you're still coming join the net, so that's all good. And of course, yeah, the reason I asked is, of course, people watching the live stream, I normally put, I've got a little column there, and I normally put the way that people are accessing. So yeah, I know the IPG. I was able to check because I've got that dashboard up. So we will go round to Gwil MW3 Whiskey Mike Papa.
Thank you for letting me in. Yes, I don't know how well you can hear me tonight, but actually on the handheld, for the first time, I think, on the net, it's a little bit delayed compared to the main radio. So I'm not staying for long because I've got people staying with me, and I just sneaked away for a while just to listen in and to report in. As you know, I'm going through Simon's system in Portmeadow, and hasn't it been a lovely day? And with awful weather forecasted for tomorrow afternoon and all day Monday, but there again, we ought to put up with it. It is summer after all. And yeah, I can hear everybody else quite clearly, but I don't know, but you'll give me a radio report when you get back to me. So yeah, I'm sorry about the other friend there. He seems to have COVID, and that's a shame. Yeah, and it's been around this village as well. Some people have had it. I thought we got rid of that forever, but there again, I don't suppose it never will go away. So I'll put it back to you now, Chris. The M7CCS MW3 WMP. Back to you.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. So it's presented up on the screen, MB6PG dashboard. So that is accessible via our website as well, www.W.D.R.G.net. And of course, yeah, you can see me going through it at the moment. You can see Will went through. It's gone through with a 0 loss, 0.3 BER, but he said he was on a handheld. But the true thing is at the bottom. So of course he went in as local activity. He's gone in via tool group 6 on the XLX. He spoke for 84.6 seconds. It still shows up there, and it shows an S1 signal. But everything was fully audioable from you there, Gwil. Fully audioable. So of course I've got to make sure that I chuck my blue curtain on. And go back to the net mode. But I thought I would present that out there on the live stream as well, as he's going through Simon's Gateway PG there. And of course that dashboard is on our actual website, the W.D.R.G website. So of course if you go to www.wdrg.uk, you will find that, as well as the little network map that you see presented out on the actual live stream as well. So you can see the call signs going through live, and it's a good endpoint to actually see how well you're going through the system. Because if you're going through there well, and you're seeing yourself through there, yeah, you know that your Pi star locally isn't lying to you. Hi. So of course I've just got to make that a little bit smaller and get back in its original position. And so just thought I'd get that in there, Gwil, that you're getting into there, not a problem there, with the handheld. So it will work for you very well with the handheld. So yeah, you're pretty lucky there. So we're going to go around to Michael. I don't think it'll work with his handheld, but he does have a bridging way to get to us, don't you, Michael? So we go to Whiskey Alpha 5. Actually, we won't actually. See, I'm going to put you on tenterhooks. So I'm going to say, I was going crackers this week. So this is what we were going to say to Steve GW5VOG. I was going crackers this week. Yeah, of course, we were out and about, and Donna, we'll have some cheese and crackers later, because we picked up cheese and we picked up soft cheese when we were shopping. And we were out and about, oh, time out, I've hit my own time out. Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, so I'm trying to see if I am going through the network. Yep, I see myself going through now, so I timed out myself there. Yeah, I was talking about, of course, yeah, going crackers. So we took Harry to his girlfriend's, and of course we were on the way back. Donna said about we had cheese, so we went into a BP fuel station that happened to be, it actually did happen to be a Marks and Spencer's. Marks and Spencer's, and of course, yeah, we got some cheese Spencer's crackers because I wasn't able to get normal crackers there. Now, hopefully, my audio hasn't been dropping like like mad, like IPG's telling me it is. But of course, I am going to now go over to Michael Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa, and yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra did time out going crackers. Over to you there, Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa.
Chris, this is Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa, and I didn't mean to tell you on the last over that about every, I don't know if it's 10 or 15 words or more, somewhere there, you are bottoming out and dropping out, and we missed one. I almost came back because I thought you had called on me about the time you went into, you went overtime, and then you had a dropout, and I thought, did he call me? I couldn't really tell. So you are, and I say, I can't say it's in like every few seconds or anything like that, but it's a definite about 10 or 12, maybe 14 words in that you're dropping out. So I didn't know whether to hit key the mic or not. Greg, I hope you're feeling better soon. That COVID stuff is no fun at all. Hopefully you'll be over it very, very soon. And Ron, 3/4 of a century. That is quite an accomplishment. I mean, a lot of people don't make that long. And so you should be celebrating. Your family should be celebrating with you because that's a good deal. I, this week, decided to pull the trigger on the M1KE, the mic, suiting the part of my name. And so I ordered it, I guess yesterday. Expect it to ship sometime next week. And I'm going to start testing out that cute little device. Looks like a toy, but it's from Shark RF. I've had 2 of their open spots, the Open Spot 3 and Open Spot 4 Pro. So I'm looking forward to this new toy to play with. And with that, Chris, I'll turn it back to you before I time out. Whiskey Alpha 5 or Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. So I tried to. Okay, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. So I am going via a different method now. So I thought that I would be, and then of course I stopped keying because I thought, hang on, that's not right. So of course at the moment you're not seeing any YSF going out, but you are now. Of course, right, so on the live stream. So, yeah, I was having a little bit of a problem. I was being a little bit droppy there. But, of course, I've gone over to CQ Northwest YSF, as that is working for us this week. So, yeah, I just got to remember, I think it's about 3 seconds or something, otherwise, yeah, you don't hear the end of my call sign when I finish. So thanks for that there, Michael. Yeah, it does seem to be all going, no droppy now. I'm thinking of City as I said that, no droppy, because sometimes when he's talking, yeah, droppy, when the network goes bad. Right, we go round to Rod G0 EUZ, and I seem to have gone out for the full amount of seconds that I was talking, and yeah, very risky swapping rooms whilst Michael was passing it back to me, but I was monitoring the audio. Over to you there, Rod G0 EUZ.
Zero EUZ, back to the group. Yeah, sorry to hear about the COVID, Greg. A friend of mine, he went on a cruise, a 2-week cruise, and on the way back for the last 4 days, half the ship went down with it. But funnily enough, his wife didn't get it. You know, having said that, she is a vaccinator, so maybe she's got enough immunity going. So, yeah, I've had lots of vaccinations for COVID, so hopefully well, I did get it a while ago, but I wouldn't have known except I actually tested for it. I just felt slightly off colour for a day, and then that was it. So there we go. Yeah, okay, Michael, on the new mic. That sounds very interesting. I actually got a new radio for my birthday. My wife and daughter clubbed together for it. It's a Lexien, or Lexen, Leixen, 898. It's supposed to be dual band, 25 watts, and it's actually a mobile radio, a car radio, but it's built into a case with a battery, so you know, you can take it out, and I've got a backpack you can put it in with the aerial sticking out and what have you. But I've been a bit disappointed. VHF is, I'm not getting any more than 5 watts out of it. But UHF is giving the full 25, so I don't know what's up. But of course it came from China via AliExpress, so it's not worth sending it back because of the, you know, the postage back. So I might just have a look inside and see if you can turn it up at all. The lowest power level is 5 watts, so that's presumably what it is, and it could be a software problem. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not too bothered at the moment. I'm busy with other things. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS. Oh, by the way, Will, your audio was lovely, nice and loud. No problem there at all. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0 AUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, that is the beauty of it, of course. Yeah, I've been doing it that long now, and of course, yeah, when we know that everything is up and working, well, I say everything's up and working, yeah, there's probably a little slight issue on the YSF, but it's been alerted to W.D.R.G. But of course, I've been able to swap over to cqnorthwest because that is going into the system and straight onto the XLX. So of course, I use their WiresX room. So it kind of, yeah, it gets me a little bit out of a pickle. Of course, it is going across the screen whilst we're talking for anybody. If you're wondering how to get in if you have got WiresX. But of course, yeah, cqnorthwest WiresX room is 86043. And of course, yeah, that will get you into us during the net. But of course not all the time onto W.D.R.G. So of course cqnorthwest does link up for the net. So yeah, I can see flashes of messages coming up, which I can't see at the minute, but I'll have a look in a minute. Thanks very much for the audio report there, Rod, and hopefully I'm not too hot. And of course, yep, we know that Greg was, I believe, yeah, we'll go round to Greg. We'll see if he's still with us or whether he's left us there. I think it was Quill that has left us. So we'll go round to Greg, GW0 November, Echo November. And of course, yeah, we know there's going to be a shorter over because of the dreaded COVID.
Yeah, GW0NEN in the group. Yeah, well, thank you all for your good wishes. I'm cheating really because it's not as bad as I was expecting, because of course by this stage I've also had plenty of vaccinations, so and presumably they've sorted out the worst of it. Chris, yeah, I would agree that previously you were dropping out quite a lot, but since you've swapped systems, that's now good and solid. So that's good. And I wonder, at the risk of boring everyone else, could someone tell me this DMR XLX042 that I'm coming in on, is that like a DStar reflector? I mean, it sounds as if it ought to be with a number and a module letter, but I've only just sort of discovered this moving over from TGIF and Grandmaster, so this is a new thing in my experience. So if anyone could fill me in on that, I'd be very grateful. Anyway, back to net control. M7CCS GW0NEN.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. So, of course, I'm presenting the XLX at the minute. There we go, it is updated because it is literally a last heard dashboard, not whatever, not an actual live dashboard. You can access that via our website as well. But of course, yeah, I've just gone into it. I'm presenting it now on the live stream. You can see me talking across there. It shows me going via M0NWX, because that's how I'm going. It shows you going via yourself, Greg, GW0NEN, because you're directly on the server. And it is basically, yeah, a DStar protocol server, is what it is there. And of course, there's a little explanation at the bottom as well of the dashboard, which shows you what it is. So of course, yeah, we've got a module A, DStar, which is a standalone, a module B, DMR, which is a standalone, we've got a module C, a C4FM standalone. Then we've got module D, where we are, bridged, where all the activity is happening. And of course, yeah, you can get into it via DStar, TGIF, YSF, WiresX, and of course WiresX, yeah, the WiresX 85717 bridge. And of course, YSF is directly on the server as well, but it does need a DigiID 13. If you were YSF on anything, you came back from the D 13, 10, 9, 8, yeah, and you can work out where you want to go. But of course, yeah, it shows everybody that's using the XLX server at the moment directly on there as well. So of course, yeah, I've presented that out. Thought I would present it out there and show the XLX off, of course, the network that we're talking on, for anybody who's on YouTube, because they might not be aware of it, and maybe amateurs themselves. And so that's all good. I've got to now minimise that down before I climb out, and get it moved over and reset so that it can actually do what I want it to do. And we're going to see if anyone else would like to check into the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, nothing heard there. So we will go up to the top of the list, and we will go to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India, Papa. And yeah, if you didn't get without me going crackers and didn't get it all, you're gonna have to tell me. I'll have to remember it again and tell you. And look back over to you then, Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India, Papa.
Thank you, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India, Papa. I was talking to my wife the other day, and I was referencing my shoulder. I've got a, like I said, I don't know if anybody knows that I put it out here a while back. I've got a torn bicep. It's torn off the shoulder bone totally. It makes a nice little, what they call Popeye muscle. But it's beginning to healing up quite a bit, but it's not ever going to get fixed because it's going to keep it pretty much like it is. But I've also got some tears in my rotator cuff. And I was telling my wife the other day, he said, you know, like growing up, I would see these older people start to stand up, and you see them grab their back and say, oh, I got to catch in my back. I now know what that means. When I reach above, say, eye level with my arm, my shoulder catches, and then it releases, and you have a nice little pain shooting through your shoulder. I said, I now understand what old people were talking about when they said they had a catch in their back. I have a catch in my shoulder. And it definitely will get your attention, maybe take your breath away for just a few seconds. So I guess I'm in that old person category now that I've seen all my life. But that's my dilemmas for this week. My wife is slowly coasting along, trying to get towards the kidney transplant, and not kidney, liver transplant list. And we're just waiting around and see. Well, hopefully on one day soon, but every week's a little bit different. Every week's a different challenge. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Glad to see we got so many people here at the net. And this is WA5 RIP.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, we've got a few in the net, of course. Yeah, last week I didn't even fill my piece of paper in to go for a cigarette. I actually, yeah, I knew who was in the net without actually having to take a piece of paper with me. So it was all good. And I could pretty much do it off the top of my mind, yeah, this week as well, at the moment. But it's all good there. So, yeah. So what we'll do is we will go round to G0EZ because City is only listening. Over to you there, Rod, G0EZ.
G0EZ to the group. Yeah, well, Michael, yeah, I know what you mean. Full of aches and pains. You can't get up without pulling something. But yeah, I've not been too bad actually of late. This change of medication has definitely suited me. I'm now on one injection every 6 weeks. The consultant doesn't want to see me for 3 months. So that's a definite look up. I'm going up north not next week, the week after. My nephew is coming over from the States with his wife and new young son. So we're having a bit of a reunion up there. My wife's not going, she won't leave the dog. And we can't take it with us this time because my niece is where we're staying. She has a dog, but they don't get on at all. Because their dog is tiny and my dog is huge, There's only one winner. And I don't want to pay the vet's bill. So there we go. So I'm going up, I think probably on the Monday, come back on the Friday. Do a bit of visiting while I'm there. And yeah, should be nice. So yeah, nothing else I think at this moment. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thank you very much there, Rod. Right, when next we go round to Greg, GW0, November, Echo, November.
Yeah, from GW0. Let's get this right. GW0 in here. I always be able to remember my own call sign. I was just looking at the QRZ page for Michael there while you were talking, and my goodness, an impressive life you've had, Michael. I love the look of that, the Navy plane. That must have been very interesting working on those. I wonder, did you get to ride in them ever? But it certainly looks like a very interesting the life you've had there. And then of course I had to go over to Rod's page, and the amazing shack. I am really envious. If you have a look on my QRZ page, and you'll find it's a very thin-looking shack. But I love all the racks of equipment, and it just. I mean, I'm sure you can't use it all at once, but it looks very impressive. And your 8040 loop. I wonder. It says on the photograph that it's still a work in progress, but I wonder whether that ever got done. It's really interesting being able to just sort of click on a call sign and get all this background information. This is very much something new since I returned to the hobby a little while ago, and so a very nice addition. So anyway, I think I've waffled enough. Back to you, Chris. M7C. Oh dear. The M7CCS from GW0NEN.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, not a problem there to forget the call sign there, but yeah, you've got it there in the end there, Greg. So we're down to the bottom of the list again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if anybody else would like to join in. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over for the Wales Ragchew Net.
VWJ, this is James here, 20 VWJ Portable. I'm currently on my narrowboat on the Northern Stratford Canal. Back to you, Chris.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, James 2E0, Victor Whiskey Julia. Long time no here, but yeah, you're on the narrowboat there, and yeah, you're coming in there very well, so you're probably using your Starlink. Back over to you there, James.
WD.R.G returning. Yes, this is the first time actually I actually managed to get everything together for one reason or another. I've either been inundated with visitors or something's gone on this summer. It's been quite hectic to say the least, hence my absence. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually managed to use the, I'm coming through YSX and then I'm coming through the Starlink satellite Wi-Fi. So hopefully you'll give me the thumbs up with the connectivity. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up because, yeah, your audio is coming through pretty well there. It is coming through pretty well. So, that's all good, James. So we'll see if anybody else would like to check in. And, of course, yeah, I've just been playing around and adding something. Of course, yeah, it's well overdue, really. But I'm just trying to actually sort a couple of things out and sort a couple of filters and stuff like that, and then I'll be able to actually display that properly. So it's basically asking if you're on YouTube, yeah, drop your call sign in the comments if you're watching. If you're not licensed, then yeah, pretty much yeah, just drop your name and location, and we'll try and get you into the log. So of course here's the log, and of course the log lifts as we fill it with call signs. But yeah, it's quality, not quantity, Michael would say. So we'll see if anybody else would like to check in to the Wales Ragchew Net. Go ahead with your call sign, name, and location. Okay, nothing heard. So we will go to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo.
Thanks, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and I appreciate your kind words, sir, Greg. Yes, it has been an interesting life. I joined the Navy in 1979 when I was 18. I took an early retirement. I actually retired from the Navy, but it was a little early. But it was probably the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. I got to travel the world. I got to see so many different places. The aircraft that you see on my page is the main one I worked on. I actually worked on several different ones. That was the main one. I need to put a picture of the aircraft carrier, the USS Eisenhower. That was the only aircraft carrier I served on. It's also the one I retired off of. And it amazed me. I was on that carrier for 3 different cruises, 2 in the air in a squadron and 1 in the ship's company. And every day I came to work, I was amazed as I walked down the pier and looked at this massive hulk of a ship. And that's one of the things about it. I never got bored on that ship as far as the work that I did and actually being out to sea. So it was an experience, and I've enjoyed memories of it. And I keep up with shipmates all the time that I served with in all those years that are still friends of mine today. So I guess I have been a very lucky person. But, you know, I think that I'm sure that's in the case of a lot of other people that you live a good life and you leave with memories of good friends and good times. And with that, Chris, I'll turn it back to you. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, we finally got that up on the screen. For anyone watching the live stream, it's on the radio. So yeah, I finally managed to get it there, and of course I can turn it off, and I can turn it back on again. So that's all good. So next we will go round to Rod G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ, returning to the group. Yeah, Greg, the shack has changed quite a lot. There's a lot less gear in there now. All the old Kenwood stuff has gone. I've only got the 1 HF rig. Well, no, I haven't. I've got 2 HF rigs, the 7100 and the ASF 3000. But yeah, it still looks all right. with a linear amplifier that's never been switched on for 2 or 3 years now. In fact, I probably could do with looking at it to see what the capacitors are like. The loop, I never really got that working properly. I put a vacuum capacitor on it, and there's something wrong with the drive. It doesn't appear to be slipping, but somehow or other it is. Maybe it only slips when it's out in situ. It doesn't slip when it's on the bench, but yeah, it's not linear, so you never know where you are. At the moment, it's not doing 40 at all, but it will do 80, but it's very, very tight. And even with the vacuum, I never got more than about 30 watts into it. But it was enough. I did make contacts on 80 and 40 when it was working. So I've not done anything with it for some time. It's actually mounted on top of the shack. As you can see, the shack is actually a shed that's erected within the building, and the loop stands on top. So I must have a look at it and sort it out soon. And a good evening to James. Nice to hear you on again. And I hope you're enjoying your little rant up the canal. So back to you, Chris M7CCS G0. Use that.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, thanks there, Rod. And of course, yeah, we've not heard James for a while, but of course, yeah, his satellites are definitely working for him. So yeah, Elon's working out for him with his to be his provider. So yeah, I won't be interested in it until there's something we can build on the Raspberry Pi and a little antenna we can use to just hack the satellite and not have to pay for it. Hi. But it seems to be working for James. Not a problem there. So we'll go round to Greg, GW0 November Echo November.
GW0 NEN. Did I hear my call? I wasn't expecting it, but then I'm probably half asleep. I'm just checking. No, I see my name has come up on the screen, so I better think of what to say. Well, I think what I'm going to say is that I shall take this opportunity to bid you all a good night, good afternoon, good morning, and take myself off to bed now, because in spite of the fact that I don't think I've got this as bad as that, I am beginning to feel a bit ropey. So I shall thank you all for the chat, and Michael and Rod there, and for the information about your QRZ pages. That was very, very interesting. And Michael, I really envy you having had that active, exciting life. I mean, I've spent the last 70 years as a piano teacher, so I'm not complaining about it, but it hasn't been full of excitement. So, anyway, on that note, I will wish you all a good night, and look forward to talking to you maybe next week. So, 73 everyone, and back past the mic back, as they say, to Chris M7CCS from GW0 NEN, who will listen and then go to bed.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, not a problem there, Greg. And of course, yeah, 7-3 to you there. And of course, yeah, I'm sure you'll just be listening, but of course, yeah, many of us on the air have already had it, so yeah, we know what it's like to have that. And yeah, it does get better. And so, right, we will go round to James now, beaming his satellites off his canal boat. 2-0 Victor Whiskey Juliet. Round to you there, James.
Victor Whiskey Juliet. Yes, I've been busy today. Put in a different inverter in the boat, which was always a game when you're doing something in a boat, because it's quite narrow and everything's all very sort of compact and so forth. It started out when I put some music up. I've actually got a very high-end sort of stereo amplifier that you'd have in your house, because I run 240 through an inverter, and I'd spent quite a bit of money having it upgraded some years ago, and it does actually sound fantastic. And I put some music on, and I was doing something, and then it started acting up, and all the lights were going on and off, and I thought, oh no. So I got onto the guy, and he said he was no longer doing it, and so it was proving tricky to get it repaired, and it all got rather complicated. And the top and bottom of the story is the inverter, the boat was built in 2003, is modified sine wave, so there's a bit of a dropout when the fridge surges on, and I thought that this dropping in and out had sort of, you know, given the amplifier it to sort of go wrong. Anyway, after much work, I found out that fortunately it was only the power lead that was all faulty, and I managed to get it all working again. But it caused me to put another inverter in that's much more up to date, and is separate to the rest of the boat. It just supplies the fridge. But of course the inverter lives at one end and the fridge lives at the other, so I've been threading cables through all day, and I got quite a bit of swear money, money in the swear box. Probably have to go on holiday. So that was today's escapade. So always something to do on the boat. Back to you, Chris. Mike 7 Charlie Sierra from 2-0 Victor Whiskey Juliet.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, picking up the wrong radio then. But I've got the right one now. But yeah, it's all good there, James. And of course, yeah, always something to do on a boat, but just don't drill holes in the floor. That's not a good idea. But it's all good. But yeah, of course, yeah, you've managed to work out that inverter problem and work out that. I think it's a voltage drop as well, obviously, as well. So you've managed to work that out there. But of course, yeah. Well, the thing is, do we present the screen or not? Because yeah, I'm not sure. Really, of course, I got through my system that you were coming in via cqnorthwest, but you were coming through GB7DH repeater. But of course, yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe you were able to just use the antenna. No, but yeah, you might be able to enlighten us on the next one. But yeah, the WiresX definitely said you were coming via GB7 Delta Hotel. So unless that is a gateway that you run, and you yeah, mobile gateway. Hi. But yeah. All good there, James. So, we'll go straight to the top of the list, and we will go to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India, Papa.
This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India, Papa, and I may as well cover the food porn segment. That picture I sent Chris was of a salad, by the way. Every once in a while, especially in the summertime, I love a good salad. Something cool and crisp. And my wife is one of the best makers of a salad. The salad sounds so simple, but as you can tell, well, as Chris can tell, this one was very much layered. It started with a bed of lettuce with some tomatoes and cucumbers, I'm trying to remember all that was onion, some carrots underneath it, and then she started building it from there. And because a salad traditionally is a very light thing, she also puts some slices of ham and turkey on it, along with some slices of cheese. So it's got a little manliness to it because it's got a little texture going on. She also covers it with some sunflower seeds, a little bit of nutrition in that, and there was a pickled beet at one point, and on the very edge of the salad, like I say, it's surrounded again with tomatoes, and she built it up from there. And I know this may gross some people out, I love it, but I had chunky blue cheese dressing on the salad. Now, my wife's not a fan of that, but I certainly am, because I like cheese of most any types. But that was that one salad that she made this week. She also made breakfast burritos, which I also love, again, for the first thing in the morning. And that's our food porn segment. I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, thanks very much there, Michael. And of course, yeah, blue cheese is one of them things, a bit like Marmite, and you will love it when you hate it. But of course, yeah, and that's that. And it's the same with Stilton cheese. But yeah, I'm one of them ones under the understanding who wants to eat something that's had copper wires in it for years. But of course, yeah, that might be a myth as well. But of course, yeah, you love it or you hate it. So we go round to Rod G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ. Back to the group. Yeah, so 7 freeze, Greg. I hope you're soon feeling better, and we'll catch you next week. Yeah, that salad, Michael, sounds absolutely fabulous. I like a salad. I've had, four salads this week. Unfortunately, I can't eat tomatoes or peppers. They sent my mouth off, unfortunately. Burning mouth syndrome, I think it's called. And but funny enough, I can eat cooked tomatoes and cooked peppers. It's only raw ones that affect me. But this week, I've had a lot of strawberries, and they've affected me badly as well. So I'm not doing so well on that score. But yeah, that does some good. I've just had my usual smoky barbecue spare ribs tonight, and thoroughly enjoyed them. And my wife had some leftover Kentucky fried chicken. So that was sorted out, and homemade kofta kebabs tomorrow with homemade flatbread. I'm quite looking forward to that, and I've no doubt the chili sauce will take my mouth out again for the rest of next week. But there we go. you either eat or you don't. You know, it's you can't have it both ways, unfortunately. So yeah, back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0 EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, you've reminded me of Marks and Spencer's again, with those strawberries. So of course, yeah, they actually had a sandwich in there, a singular sandwich it was. And of course it had strawberries in it, it had cream in it, and it was bread. It wasn't brioche bread, it was bread. And yeah, £4.79. I didn't buy one. But yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff and saying people actually buy this stuff. But of course, yeah, it is up to you where you buy. You've got to eat it, and where you buy stuff, you've got to eat it, haven't you? Hi. So we're going round to James very quickly. 2E0 Victor Whiskey Juliet. Back to you there.
20 Victor Whiskey Juliet Portable returning. Yes, I'm not sure about that, strawberries and cream sandwiches. I should imagine, it sounds very expensive. I should imagine the price is probably something to do with the fact that it probably doesn't sit on the shelf for very long, and they've probably got to cover the cost of all the ones they throw away. But the only thing I could say towards that is maybe it's akin to like banana sandwiches. Not that I like bananas either, but my mum used banana sandwiches, I seem to remember. So maybe it's up that street. But yeah, I didn't realise we got round to the food porn so quickly. Perhaps it's me coming in late in the game. But yes, I put on. I'm not really a fan of salads, and I like to cook and that, but I struggle in the summer because you sort of, you know, all of the sort of casseroles and foods like that are sort of, you know, they're not conducive to the hot weather. I did get I don't have barbecue, but I like smoked meat, so I did actually manage to, I cooked some chicken. I cooked it in the pressure cooker, and then I put some foil around it and put it in the barbecue, one of those under the lid on, and I got this lovely oak wood. There's a woodworking place next to me, and I had all the offcuts of oak. And oak smoked chicken is beautiful. That's about the only exciting part of it. No, today I did a curry, because I sort of I got one of those casserole pots that are all metal, you know, like you cook it on the top and get it going, and then sling it in the oven on low. And I did that early this morning, and it's been ticking away all day, and it was absolutely gorgeous. This beef curry, the meat just fell apart. But the only problem with that is I'm moored beside a lock, so there's just a sort of a slither of grass about 10 foot wide between me and the lock. So every time a boat comes up, they all comment about the curry smell. So yeah, it could end up with more people around for lunch than I first imagined, if you know what I mean. But I tend to get them on their way and remind them that it's not ready yet and things like that. But yeah, it was very nice when it was dished up, and too hot to eat a curry. On the where I'm coming in from, I don't know, Chris, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm on the Wales Digital Radio Group room on YSX. That's what I've clicked on. So 87517. So there you go. Before I time out, I'll put it back to Mike 7, Charlie Sierra from 20 VWJ Portable.
Yeah, you were okay until you mentioned Wales Digital Radio Group 87517. Yeah, then it all went a little bit kind of thing, and it wasn't too happy. Yeah, I just clicked the wrong thing and clicked on an advert, and I was going to present some out. Yeah, I can still present that out if I actually click to present my screen and I take away that blue curtain. So first of all, I was going to open the WiresX gateway and try and have a look. So if I look here, I've got a log. So of course it tells me I'm coming in from there. It's not told me. No, it's not told me on there where you've come in. On there, but it might tell me over here. Yeah, it's not telling me anything on there. It's not giving me the log details because yeah, I'm on cqnorthwest. Of course, yeah, that's the one going in through at the minute. But of course, yeah, it was just coming up with Daryl's call sign. But of course, it's probably because I'm on cqnorthwest. It might be why. That's all good. So we've now got Daryl's food. Daryl's food? No, that's Daryl. Daryl runs cqnorthwest. We've got Michael's food. So this is Michael's salad. So I'm going to try and blow it up a little bit, and we'll see what it does. But it does nothing, because yeah, that's just the size of a Facebook picture, unfortunately. So yeah, but I've managed to put it on there, present it on the screen, and that is Michael's salad. So there for you to admire for a little bit. I say that, I've got to flick back to my log. Yeah, and I'm going to see if anybody would like to actually check in to the Wales Ragchew Net. So if you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, nothing heard, so yeah, we better put Michael's salad back up and go over to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Experience Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and I missed several items that's on the salad. I guess I just left them off, like the segments of hard-boiled eggs, the green olives, and things along those lines, plus it's got some crispy fried onions on top, too, and it's into the sunflower seeds. Right. I thought it was kind of, when you mentioned your the pepper, you couldn't use eat the peppers or tomatoes. Reminded me, my wife's taste buds through this whole process has changed dramatically. Usually she used to love different types of chicken dishes, and she was particularly fond of the breast meat, and either in chicken salad or other things like that. She doesn't care for chicken anymore at all. She likes beef, ground beef and steak, things along those lines. She used to be a huge fan of potatoes. Any shape or form of potato, she would eat it. From the crisp to fries to wedges, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes especially. Now, not so much. Her taste buds have changed. I don't know if it's the medication or her liver disease or what it is, but everything has changed as far as what she eats. Nothing is the same as it was even 6 months ago, which I think is kind of humorous. When you were talking about the radio that you were looking at the other, I don't know if you actually got it, the little Chinese, I think it was a Chinese radio. We had a net last night and talked about the R-Finder radio, and there's another one called Comjet CJ1. And it's very interesting because they have a Android phone built in with the radio. Our common consensus last night on my net last night was too early, don't spend the money on those, because at this point in time, they're not working like they should be, nor they're shipping out like they should be. So I guess maybe it's good. And I've timed out. And it appears I've timed out also. So I'm turning back to you, Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, we've had a message on the Wales Ragchew Net. Yeah, you did sorry, mate, and then it blipped me out. So yeah, I'll start again. So we've had a message on the Wales Ragchew Net from Monty, 2W1TER, saying what's happening? ? So I'm guessing he's not getting in to it. So I'm going to have to find the YouTube link, post it over to him, and hopefully he'll be able to see what's happening. And of course, yeah, he'll be able to get a communication and maybe update his hotspot. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Right, next in the log we have got G0EUZ.
G0EUZ, back to the group. Yeah, it sounds all right, that Michael, but this particular radio that I bought is actually at the wrong end of the, it's a final run. In fact, I think they've probably been discontinued already now. It's only that it's in this portable case that I went for it. A good high-powered radio with a battery sounded good to me, because I do sometimes I struggle when I'm out walking the dog. The repeater's just a touch too far away. There you go. And yeah, sharing about Kathy falling out with her favourite foods, yeah, it's not nice that at all. Especially when the staples, like you say. Eats a lot of chicken, you eat a lot of potatoes. You know, and to not like them. I have a thing about bread at the moment. You know, like beef burgers and hot dogs. The bread tastes awful. And they didn't used to, so I don't know what it is. I'd sooner have a beef burger patty on its own with a slice of cheese on top. And no bread at all. But there we go. So yeah, Monty, good evening to you. If you're going to get in, I don't know. But it'd be interesting. So I'll put it back to Chris and see where you've got with that. M7CCS G0 EUZ.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, it seems like, yeah, I need to put that sign up, but I haven't got one, mind gap. But, of course, yeah, we seem to have, it basically stored up on my WiresX system, and then I got everything, and then everything all happened, and, yeah, now I might be coming back to you guys a little bit later, but, Rod, you think yours caught up. But, of course, yeah, Monty has keyed in. As well as his post on Facebook, what's happening. So that might have been to do with some kind of little pile-up or something, or he wasn't able to get in. But he did manage to get across then, because there was a loss on PG from Monty. But it might have been because he only keyed up for a little bit. Yeah, 0.4 seconds, yeah, that's understandable. So that's all good. So, yeah, we will say hi to Monty. I have put you in the log as number 10 as well. But we're going to win number 8. We're jumping to number 8. 2E0 Victor Whiskey Juliet. Over to you there, James.
2E0 Whiskey Juliet Portable returning. Yes, the bread, yeah, that's a bit of a one for me, I think. I use the bread maker quite a lot, and when you get sort of used to whacking it on, it makes lovely bread. And I do find when you have this sort of shop bread, it's I don't know what they do to it, but it's weird. And if you, the weirdest one is if you buy one of those loaves on the supermarket from the bakery, where you can store it up yourself. And it's like, the crust is like, it's difficult to explain, but it's sort of, it's like really crispy on the outside and then explodes. And then the inside, there's nothing to it, you know, it's like fresh air. It's really weird. I bought one of those about a week or so ago, and it was, yeah, it made a lot of mess in the kitchen and didn't do much when you come to eat it. But, yeah, you don't know what they do with these foods, but it is a shame for Michael's wife that she's not able to eat the foods that she likes. It's sort of a tricky one, that. I think we all like to have our dinner and our snacks and things, you know, and it's part of the day, isn't it, really? But, yeah, there you go. But, yeah, I did enjoy the, I bought a new smoker. It hasn't arrived. Well, it has arrived, but I'm not at home. A barbecue, but it's like a smoker. It's one of those tall ones where you put like the wood in the bottom, and then the meat's far enough away to not get scorched. So I'm interested to play with that, because I'm not really into sort of like quick frying stuff like sort of sausages or steaks. I tend to sort of smoke a piece of meat or something, you know. But yeah, it's all the fun of the fair, and I think it's been nice this year that we've actually had a decent summer to actually do those sort of things, whereas the last few years it's been, well, it's just been like a warm winter. It's been raining all the time, and I think that's why I've been so busy this year, because partly work's been busy, but partly I've been catching up with all the jobs I didn't bother doing because I think I just stayed inside and did nothing like a winter. So, yeah, there you go. And now I've been going from one job to the next. I don't know where the end is. I'm getting down it, but I've done some stuff this year, that's for sure. Anyway, I won't hold it. I'll put it back to you, Chris. Mike 7, Charlie Sierra from 2-0 Victor Whiskey Juliet, Portable.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there. And of course, yeah, it's all good there. And of course, yeah, meat, low and slow, isn't it? So that would normally be the way, is low and slow. So that's pretty much how I would do meat. And that's how it comes out the nicest as well. But yeah, smoker, of course, yeah. Michael could talk for hours about a smoker. But of course, yeah, the Americans love to smoke it. And yeah, I'd like to, I would like to actually experiment one day. But yeah, I do struggle just to get the barbecue going. Hi. But all good. So we're going to go round to Monty. Hopefully we're going to hear him. Over here, over there, anywhere. We've not heard him for a couple of weeks. 2W1, CER.
Whiskey 1, Tango Echo Romeo. Hello everybody. Yeah, I had guests around the last couple of weekends and it was a busy living room and didn't have time to talk with kids running around and all sorts of stuff going on. Motorbike wise, I finished my Thruxton, that's ready to get polished and put up for sale. The Yamaha's come on well. And I've got a wiring problem with my Speedmaster, but it's probably my stupidity of plugging something in wrong. But there you go. But it's getting time to sit there and study it, because I've got wires on my wiring and in the wiring diagram. So that's confusing. Health-wise, I've got to go back on chemo. They spotted another tumour, or two. A bit more serious, I think, this time. So, yeah. Might be the downward slide now, but there you go. And if anybody wants to buy any radio kit, I'm going to start putting up a fair bit for sale. Tuners and stuff, and radios and CDs, microphones, all sorts of stuff. You know, them boxes you collect over the years? That sort of stuff. But, yeah, just general, getting through, battling on, going forward. 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo Romeo, back to control.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, battling on them, but of course, yeah, they've caught it sooner because they were monitoring you, I suppose. So there's a chance that it's going to be good. But of course, yeah, it must be a daunting feeling, wanting to get rid of all the equipment because you don't know, and then buying it all again. But yeah, so it's understandable. So. Yeah, sorry to hear that news as well. But right, we are, well, it is that time. We can go round, yeah, we're pretty much, I'm going to shut down for 9 o'clock because, of course, Donna's been in the bath. I'm going to go and jump in it, and as well, afterwards. And then we're going to go, yeah, we're going to go and take Bella Ding Dong. But Bella Ding Dong means, yeah, going for a Whiskey Alpha Lima Kilo with her, but ending up in a public house called the Bell. So, of course, yeah, we're going to go for a little drink, and of course, we have got food to have first, I think, but we will be doing that as well. So, yeah, pretty much I worked out by the time I finished talking. We might as well go round and do the 7-3 round. So, yeah, it's been a good net. It's good to have everybody on the net as well. And, yeah, sorry about the news there, Monty, but of course, yeah, we know you're a fighter there. So we go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo in your path.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo in the Papa. Monty, I'm so sorry to hear the news, but I hope, as Chris said, you are a fighter, and you're going to battle this all the way through, keep up the good fight, and you take things as it comes, and like I say, I've known several people that have had this battling the same issues going on right now. I have a friend of mine from high school that he's looking to have the leg amputated from just below the knee because of diabetes. But it's like I tell her, and I'll tell you, keep up the good fight. You never know what it's going to do. You never know what tomorrow brings. But if you keep fighting and keep a good attitude, you never know. You just might turn the corner and get much better a year from now or even 2 years from now. I hope so anyway. It was a good net. I enjoyed everybody I got to talk to today. Rod, hope you have a good week. And again, happy birthday to you. And Chris, hope you have a good evening with Donna and the kids. And I hope everybody returns next Saturday for the next net. I am Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo and the Papa, 73 to everybody. Have a good week.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yep, 7-3 there, Michael. So we'll go round to Rod, G0, EUZ.
G0, EUZ, back to the group. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Monty. And like everybody else has said, you've just got to fight it to the end, haven't you? And hope for the best. But just never give up, that's the thing. So, you know, our best wishes are with you. Right, so say 7 threes, everybody. Have a good week, and we'll catch you next week. M7CCS G0 EUZ.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yep, 7-3 to you there, Rod. So it's come to the time where I've got to actually lift the list up. So we're going round to 2E0, Victor Whiskey Juliet. Round to you there.
Victor Whiskey Juliet Portable for the 7-3 round. Yes, I'll say 7-3 to everybody, and have a good week. And I'll catch you next week. And it's been good to hear everybody on. And you, Chris, enjoy that. I forget what you called it now, but I know the pub's called the Bell. I can remember. I haven't been there for years, but on that Sherdington Road, there's a school or something, and there's a swimming pool if it's still there. And I remember going there as a kid when my dad used to work on the building site there. So that's how I know it. That's going back a while now. But yeah, 7-3 to everybody. It's been great to hear everybody on, and like everyone said, Monty, yeah, keep your head up there and keep battling on. Hopefully you'll get through that. And we'll catch everybody next week. So I'll say 7-3s. And back to Chris from 2-0, Victor Whiskey Juliet Portable.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yep, there's definitely a school, and there's like a cricket ground kind of thing there, and yeah, the pool. I'm thinking of that, but I'm also thinking that could now be the house now, and that's the only place that I would know that's got a pool, around here, so that. Of course, yeah, lots changed, but yeah, Sherdington Road, notorious for traffic during the day. So we go round to Monty now for his 7-3. Round to you there, 2W1 TE.
Whiskey 1, Tango Echo Romeo. Yeah, thanks for all the messages. Yeah, I'm not selling the radio's equipment because it's all doom and gloom. It's just I've got boxes of stuff I just don't use anymore. I'm going to keep a little portable set that I can keep in the van with me, or if I go anywhere with a little antenna and that. So I'm not going fully away, but I've just got stuff over the years I've built up, and I just don't seem to have the time now to use all the radios I've got. If I just scale back to one, I'll probably use it. But every time I go to look in the box, it's like, oh, look at all this stuff. And of course, you forget what you got, and you can't remember where things are, and you're dragging boxes out and unpacking them, and then packing them and putting them away, and then next week you want something else, and you've got to go. It's like that. It's just a scale back thing. I've got ADHD, so I'm one of these people that when you get into a hobby, you just go full on and you buy everything. But yeah, it's just skill, mate. It's just I've got too much stuff. I don't need it. You know, I don't need 3 tuners and 4 of this and 7 of that and 27 patch leads and God knows how many things and CB radios I'm never going to use and stuff. I mean, they're HF and CB, you know, they're what they call them, 6900s and stuff. So yeah, it's all good stuff, but I just never use it. I mean, and to be honest, my 101 HP sat in the corner, hasn't been used for months. It's just, I don't know, maybe I've lost a bit of spark out of it or what, but it's just, but the reason for the sell is just getting rid of time out game on a 7.3. So anyway, 7.3 take care. Farewell.
First time I've had to press it, Monty, to be honest, but the timeout has always been there in the log. So if I'm showing the log, I can actually do the timeout. Whether the audio sound goes with it, oh yeah, it looks like it did go with it, because it's there. So, of course, yeah, 7.3 there, Monty, and yeah, it's been all good. So, of course, yeah, I've got to stick my end screen on, and of course, I've got to tell you who was in the net. So, tonight, there was myself, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, M7, EMH, and they were monitoring the network, G0, EUZ, Rod. We had Donna, was listening and participating via YouTube. We had GW0, NEN, Greg, and we had MW3, WMP, Gwil, in Penway Day Drive. And of course, I know that, yeah, NDAF will be ripping me for that one. We had 20 Victor Whiskey Juliet James from the boat. We had N6 UTC via YouTube. And we had Monty, GW1TER. Hopefully, yeah, we get you next week as well there. Of course, you can join City for the nets this week, of course, on a Wednesday, and every week on W.D.R.G, via CQ Northwest and W.D.R.G, of course, connected in. So, of course, yeah, you can join City for his net at 16:30 on a Wednesday, our time. So, 7.3. And I'll catch you all later down the log before I time out. 7.3.